Hey y'all, I'm Kara.
And I'm Danielle.
Welcome to the 30-ish podcast.
Welcome back. I'm Danielle, homeschool mom of 2, almost 3.
And I'm Kara, mom of 2 and English teacher.
All right. How did you fare with Snow Week 2024?
Yeah, welcome back. We had to take a week off, unfortunately, because we got snowed in. So I actually loved it because I had 10 whole days off of work, including the weekends. And it was kind of like the Christmas break I didn't get. Christmas break every year goes so fast because you're going to all of these different families' houses and traveling and whatnot. And
like obligations to do.
Yes, and this was just so nice to actually slow down. My son, he's 5, he loves the snow, and so just having quality time with him and the baby, and actually getting to see my husband more than I would in a normal week. It was great.
That is great.
What about you?
We were starting to go a little stir crazy, not gonna lie. But it was really fun. Like, we did all the things you have to check off the list. Like, we went sledding, because last year we bought like legit sleds from Costco. I got them in like September because I was like, oh, these always fly off the shelves, like, you know. So
and then you didn't get to use them,
and it didn't snow at all last year. Yeah. So even if it did, it didn't like stick. It was.
My husband keeps saying, he's like, it snowed last year. It did not. It was 2 years ago.
Yes.
Because I was pregnant with Collins that it snowed.
Right.
But it wasn't like this.
No, I don't think since I've lived here, nothing like this.
I think this is the best snow I've seen since probably being a kid. If you don't live locally, we basically were all snowed in. We had like, what,
6 or 7 inches?
6 or 7 inches of snow. The roads were awful. And I know we're from the south, so people from the north are probably laughing at us, but we just don't have the equipment. We don't have the snow piles and the trucks and
the
whatever
salt
to clean it out. Yeah, so it was genuinely scary to drive on certain roads.
Yeah. So like the main roads are good, like the highway and stuff are fine, but like it's when you get to the back roads, it's like, oh yeah, like my road doesn't have a, what is that called, like the edge to it. It's just like a drop off.
Well, and you can't tell. Like, you can't tell where lanes are, where the median is. There was one night we drove to go sledding in my in-laws neighborhood, and we were driving back, and I was like, I genuinely cannot tell where the median is.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was raised.
Right.
Like, I'm going to hit the median.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, but we got our sleds last year. We did not use them at all, which, you know, just kind of one of those things, like if you're prepared, you won't have it.
Exactly.
But we had the nice sleds from Costco, and so we were excited about that. Our backyard has like a decent little slope in it, so we just sled back there. It was fine, and you know, they don't last very long. The kids, yeah. Because they're like, I'm cold.
I can't believe the baby lasted as long as she did. I mean, we ended up, thank God for like neighborhood Facebook pages, because everyone was just trading stuff on there. Like, I've got snow boots that my kid outgrew.
Oh, that's smart.
Do you have a snow bib? And so we ended up getting everything that we needed that way.
I need to get boots for Kennedy. That was our one problem, because I just had rain boots, but I had snow boots from when Kennedy was little.
Yeah.
That Grayson wore, so he was totally fine.
There you go.
But yeah, we don't have a neighborhood Facebook group.
Well, I will. That's probably
not that any of my neighbors would probably lend me anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's you're not missing much if you don't have a neighborhood Facebook page. It's like, oh, I lost my dog. Have you seen it? Oh, your dog peed on my grass. Oh my goodness. Speaking of neighbors, I did not tell you this. I hope my neighbors don't ever listen to this, but
mine don't.
The other morning, I don't know how they would ever find this. The other morning, I took my son to speech, and we were driving back, and I saw my neighbors right across the street, which, okay, back up a little bit. We've lived there for 4 years, and they've never once talked to us. Like, we've waved, and they don't wave back. They've got kids, and the kids are always out there playing basketball, and it's kind of a funny thing. Like, my husband planted trees on either side of our garage, and then they planted trees on either side of the garage.
Oh, okay.
And we got like this little welcome sign, which everyone has one of those, but then they got a little welcome sign. And so we were like, I guess we're inspiring them. I don't know. But
imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, Kara.
Yeah, I don't know. As Drake says, it's just annoying me. But anyway, so we don't really know these neighbors, but I pull up from taking him to speech, and there's 2 cops in their driveway, and then a guy. So I don't know, is this a bad guy or is this the neighbor guy? Because I hardly ever see him. Usually I see his wife more. And he starts like charging towards my car whenever I'm parked in the driveway. I mean, he was like frustrated, angrily.
Wait. Does he live next to you or across?
Across.
Okay.
But you got to think, like, I live on a street that goes horizontally, but another street dead ends into mine.
Right.
So he's technically on a different street. Like, it's not like I can throw a rock to his house. Like,
yeah, like your driveways don't line up.
No. There's some distance. So we're a little catty corner, I guess. Anyway, starts walking over to my driveway. I get scared, so I close the door that my son's sitting in because I'm like, what is he about to do?
Yeah.
And he said, does your Ring doorbell work? Does it record? And I'm like, who, like, what if I don't, I don't know him. Like, do I want him to know whether it records or not?
Yeah.
Like, did he do something to my house that he wants to know whether it records?
Something probably happened at his house.
Well, it did, but I just got all sorts of paranoid, especially with my husband working in law enforcement. Like, I just feel like I overthink everything. So I asked him, I was like, are you okay? And he's like, I'm not okay. I had 6 of my tires slashed last night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so then I'm thinking in my head, 6? Like, you mean 6? Do they do 3 on each one? Because he has 2 cars, he always parks in the driveway. Okay. And I told him, I said, I'm really sorry, but we have it where we can see, like, what's going on right then and within a certain time frame, but it's not, like, recorded, like, I can't see weeks ago and that sort of thing. And he seemed frustrated by that, and then he walked back over to his house, and his wife posted on the neighborhood Facebook page about it, and a different neighbor ended up having footage on their Ring doorbell because it was, like, more aligned with his driveway.
Yeah. And
this man just walks up at 8 o'clock at night, not like 2 in the morning. That's the part that really freaked me out. He walks up on foot, just slashes the tires, doesn't slash the 2 that are nearest their Ring doorbell, I guess, so they wouldn't catch it. And you can hear the air coming out of each tire as he's doing this. And then he just walks right back off.
That was it?
That was it. And so I don't know what he slashed the tires with. I'm very curious about that. And
like a hunting knife.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, that's pretty, like, brave to just walk up on foot. And my husband was like, well, he probably didn't want, like, his license plate to be picked up or be able to be identified like that. But it's also funny because on the Ring doorbell, he slips on the ice and he falls down the driveway.
No.
And so it was some instant karma.
Yeah. Almost sounds like, though, like he knew them.
Oh, 100% they were targeted.
Yeah.
But I still, the next few mornings, I would go outside and I was like, does someone hate me? Let me look at my tires. So.
Does someone hate me?
But anyway, that was probably the most, like, drama that's happened in the...
And that happened during Snow Week?
This was just this past week, so no.
Okay, so like a little after.
Yeah, a little
There's
after.
still a little ice on the ground.
Still a little ice on the driveway, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was on Monday, so we were still snowed out of school.
Dang.
So I guess it was the end of the snow week.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, so do they think they're gonna catch him, or?
I have no idea. They had the police come out and watch that footage, but I mean their cars were gone for days. Can you imagine?
No.
Like how expensive that would be? Right after Christmas.
Yeah.
They have 2 young kids.
I wonder if like would your homeowner's insurance do anything for that? Because like it's, I don't know how that works.
I have no idea.
I feel like it would not be covered. It would be something that like maybe you could get reimbursed for later, but like yeah, you would definitely have to be out of pocket. Like
I just want to know the drama. That's so bad of me, but I just want to know what happened.
Well, yeah.
Like, I'm like, did someone cheat
what
on
causes somebody to do something so ridiculous?
It's got to be some baby mama drama or something. And I almost would expect it to be like a female who did it.
Yeah.
Or like what? I don't know.
Maybe it's the husband of a scorned lover.
Right. Or I'm gonna pay you to go and do this.
Maybe we read too many thriller novels.
Yeah, that's true.
It's probably
true. By the way, if you have any book recs, I'm looking for some new ones. So
I am so proud of myself. I'm actually like hitting my Goodreads goal for the year. I'm starting off strong.
How many have you read?
I'm on my 3rd book.
Okay,
so
same.
Don't laugh. Okay. I was like, that's really good for me.
No, your goal's 30 also?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So
oh, that's your goal too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. I thought yours was higher than mine.
30.
Yeah, some of the girls in our book club, it's like 100.
I know, but they'll meet it.
I know.
Not me.
Yeah, they totally will. They're very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to 30 this year. I only got to 20 last year.
See, I read 36 last year, but I was like, let me be conservative.
Yeah.
Because who knows? You know, I might read longer books, or I might not have as much time. And I feel like I've been in a
reading slump.
I haven't been reading as much as I'd like to.
My problem is not that I can't read fast. It's like the in-between books time. And Tyler makes fun of me sometimes. He's like, you're just carrying that book around from room to room. Like, you haven't even opened it yet.
Yeah, you have good intentions.
I do have good intentions, but like, I don't know what it is about like starting the book.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's some layer of commitment.
Yeah, I guess so.
Did you finish the Frida McFadden book?
Yes, I did. I read that one in like 2 days.
Was it The Inmate? Is that the one you read? Okay, I haven't read that one.
It's really good. I have it right there, actually.
She is... I got it on my Kindle, though. She is so good. If you want, like...
I loved it.
Queen of quick thrillers. Her books are always very, like, quick reads. She's great.
Yes. I want to go to the Happy Book Stack. Have you been there?
No, but we need to go. Because
yeah, we should totally go.
So marked down.
Yes. Well, and you bring your old books, and they give you credit for those books, and you just get a new book.
Well, I have so many that I can bring them, because I have a large classroom library, but a lot of the books that we read, I'm like, I probably should not put this in my little young adult library. So I don't know what to do with them. Like, what do you do after you read all these books? You just hold on to them?
Yeah, like some of them I keep, but like I have all the, here's my book stack over here. But I have all the Taylor Jenkins Reid books, and I just decided to keep those. I don't really know why, but just because. And then I have a couple books that like I really liked, and I was like, I'll keep those. And then some of them I just haven't read.
Oh, I have a ton. And I don't know. It's like if you love it, you don't want to get rid of it.
Right.
But what's the point of keeping it? It's not like I'm ever
like, are you going to read it?
I mean,
some
maybe
people
I'll
reread books, but...
No, I don't do that.
Really.
Maybe I could loan it to someone because I have it. But...
Yeah.
I don't know. So, speaking of books, we've been reading Living Fully.
Yes.
By Mallory Irvin. And I've been loving that book.
Yes, actually, that is the third book that I'm reading also.
Okay, so we're both reading it?
Yes, someone let me borrow it, so I'm able to read it now. I didn't read it before book club, but I'm reading it now.
I am really loving it. I don't usually read, I don't know if you would put it in the genre of self-help or not, but I don't usually read self-help books. It's kind of more of a memoir, I guess. But she's been so transparent about all of these different struggles that she's had, and she's one of those people when you follow on Instagram, like, it seems like she's just got it together, and she's very I don't know, like she'll joke on herself and she'll show like the not so pretty parts, but it's still just, you know, you think that bloggers have it all figured out and all the things they need. But
well, and you think too, like, that she's always had it as easy and as like going on as she does now.
And especially when you hear her accolades of, you know, she was a Miss America runner-up and she was an Amazing Race runner-up and just all of these like crazy awesome things, you just...
And she was on The Amazing Race.
Yes. And so you just think, I don't know, that you wouldn't think that she struggled with addiction and the different things that she talked about.
And she's like close with her family, and like I think she comes from like a decently well-off family. Maybe not like how they are now, but like I don't think you know, you have a farm without having some money. Yeah.
So, but I really liked it so much that I wrote a quote and put it on a post-it and taped it to my computer at work, because it was talking about something of like in between seasons, and even if it's something that you really don't want to happen, sometimes that's the thing that you need to happen.
Yeah.
And that resonated with me because I've been through lots of changes in 2024, this past year, I guess, that I would have never at the start of the year thought would happen. But it's been a good reminder, even though I still feel like I'm in the middle of it, of new job and things, that, you know, there's a reason even when it's uncomfy. So. Yeah,
because there is a lot of things like that. Definitely, if I had to choose my path, I definitely wouldn't have chosen the path that, you know, I have had to go on all the time. But like maybe I wouldn't be here where I am because I would have taken a different path.
Right.
So I guess it's just a good reminder, like, it's hard for day to day, but when you look at like your overall journey, you know, it's like, oh,
It adds up.
yeah, someone was looking out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked and someone had talked about this at book club. It was about the balls, like the rubber balls and the glass balls.
Yes.
I thought that was, I love an analogy too, because like it just helps you remember. It sticks in your brain.
I was gonna say it sticks in your head. Yep.
Yes, and that was so like, of course, like light bulb, like duh, like that makes total sense. And it was basically like a rubber ball. If it falls, it's not gonna break. So like they said, like keeping your house clean or like, you know, doing the dishes or something like that. Like that's a rubber ball thing that like, yes, you want to get it done, but if it falls, it's not gonna break. You're not gonna die. Like
it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. So, and then a glass ball, like your family's health and safety probably. So if that fell, that would obviously crack.
Things that you want to prioritize and take care of. Like I remember the friend who brought that up at book club, Brooke, she said your marriage, and I thought that was so important because that's something that it's so easy once you have kids to just take it for granted.
Yeah.
I feel like I made a joke with my husband the other day, and I said, I feel like once we have these student loans paid off, if you're around me for any amount of time, you hear me talk about these student loans, but once these student loans are paid off, we'll be besties again. And I was joking, but there's a little truth in every joke. And because I was thinking like, oh, we could go on these dates and these trips that we used to go on and like to concerts. And we used to really prioritize it, or it was easy to do when we were dating.
Yeah.
But when you're married, you're like, I have these goals, you know, I want to pay this off, or I want to get a truck, or I, you know, whatever. Or you're just busy with work and, you know, we're on opposite schedules, or you've got the kids things going on that it's easy to not just make it happen. I don't know.
Yes.
Even if it's not intentional, you know.
Yeah.
But this Christmas, I got a little smarter and I asked my parents for dinner gift cards. And so they gave us a couple to places that we'd never been and probably wouldn't go because they were like a little bit pricier and nicer than we might go to. And so it's kind of like forcing us to have a date night, and my parents were like, we'll babysit the kids. So you kind of just get
That's awesome.
a date night.
Yeah.
So they gifted us 4 instead of like, you know, whatever else they might have given us, which was really generous. But that's something I think I'll ask for every year.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah, because it's easy to overlook, like you said. But if you put it on the calendar and you prioritize it, like, get that date night in.
It's important. Yeah.
It is important. But yeah, so the glass balls, rubber balls, really good analogy. And it's just like a easy thing to remember once you've heard it. And to just like, if you're having a hard day, think about it like, is this a glass ball or is this a rubber ball? And kind of like give yourself a little grace.
Right. No,
So-
I like that a lot.
So definitely recommend Living Fully.
Yes. Yes, I'm liking it a whole lot.
Yes, definitely read the book and follow her on Instagram because she's just like,
She has a podcast too.
yes, I don't think she's like currently doing it.
Oh, okay.
Like she might be on hiatus or something, but she's doing all kinds of other stuff.
She does.
She's very inspiring.
She has
And
a
she's
lot
just
of
very positive. So like if you're
Mhm.
looking for someone to follow who is super positive,
Mhm.
that's the person to follow.
Yeah, she's very upbeat.
I love that.
Okay, this is totally random. I'm switching gears completely. But have you seen people making these? I'm thinking of it because you're still pregnant. These mocktails with like tart cherry juice.
Oh
and
yeah, like the
coffee drinks.
going to bed,
Yeah,
sleepy girl.
Sleepy Girl,
Something.
or there's all sorts of different ones.
Yes, I have seen it.
Okay, well,
Have you tried one?
No, I was gonna say we need to try it. So maybe next time when we record, we can
Yeah.
try one. But they're supposed to be good. I've never had one of these.
Yeah,
coffee
something
drinks
about
anyway.
the tart cherry is supposed to like, what, give you magnesium or something?
Yeah, it's like a natural melatonin. Is what
Huh.
I heard somebody saying.
Because I take magnesium before bed, but like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I will say I am fortunate. Like, I am pretty good at falling asleep.
That's good.
I know a lot of people are not.
With my pregnancy, the first time with Nolan, I had the worst pregnancy insomnia. I would just be up for hours a night, and I would do
Yeah.
all of the things and take all of the things and take a bath before bed and whatever, and nothing helped. So
Yeah.
I was so glad it was not like that with my daughter.
Yeah. Well, my only thing is heartburn. That's the only thing that gets me. Like, that will wake me up in the middle of the night. Like,
well, maybe Emery will have lots of hair. I know that's a wives' tale, but it worked out that way for me.
That's funny that you say that because we were just talking about that this morning. Like, we've been trying to decide because Kennedy has blonde hair and Grayson has brown hair, and we're trying to guess. Like, obviously, we can't decide. Like, she's gonna come out with whatever color hair she comes out with, but we're trying to guess like what. Yeah. And this morning, well, so the bigger thing is that with Kennedy, I think my sister had a dream about Kennedy, and she had blonde hair, and we were like, no way, like, because me and Tyler have brown hair.
You both have dark hair, yeah.
So it was like crazy that Ashley had this dream and like saw Kennedy. And then with Grayson, I can't remember if Kennedy had the dream or if Ashley had the dream, but one of them had a dream about Grayson, and they met Grayson, and he had brown hair. And it was just like a funny thing. So Ashley's been saying, like, guys, like, has Kennedy come to you in a dream, or has Emery come to you in a dream yet? And we're just like, no, like, I haven't dreamt about her, like, I don't know.
That's funny.
So we were talking about it like last week, like, okay, like, guys, everybody just like think Emery thoughts, like,
so you'll dream about it.
Yeah, but then last night I had a dream about her.
Was she a ginger baby?
No, she had blonde hair.
Oh, I bet she will.
You do?
Because Kennedy has blonde hair.
I know, but like, I don't think it's like a girl thing. Yeah, although Kennedy says it is. Both she's like, girls have blonde hair. I'm like,
look at me.
Yeah.
Both of my kids are little blondies, but my daughter's hair is getting darker.
Yeah, but you have blonde hair.
Yeah, but it's not naturally blonde.
I mean, it's
not dark naturally.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, like, my hair was white blonde, like how my son's gets in the summer. But as I got older, I started highlighting it because it was darker.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's normal. But like, I would consider you being blonde.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't it say that on your driver's license?
Do you have to put that on your driver's license?
Yeah, you put like brown hair, blue eyes.
Well, then it says blonde for sure.
Yeah. Although I guess like you could really put whatever you wanted.
Yeah, I know. Like, people lie about how tall they are on their driver's license.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. Like, why would you ever?
Yeah, it's like
a
official documentation.
Well, and I guess the only time they would need that is like if something happened to you.
Oh yeah,
like a car accident
if you go missing.
Or yeah, but like I've seen in true crime shows or whatever where they have to like strip you down and find your ID and like identify you if you're not conscious. And what if you lied about it? And they're like, this kid is not 6'9". Yeah.
He's 5'2".
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah. Well, so we'll see. Like another couple weeks, we'll see if Emery has blonde hair.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I know. She
On
was just like
Valentine's
yeah. She was just like a little. Well, no, she was big. Like that's what I remember about the dream. I woke up and I was like, dang, she was big.
As a baby, or
yeah, like she was just born. Like, she was like a big baby. Tyler was like, did she have rolls? And I was like, she's still our kid. Like,
I know, you always say
we
you
have
no babies.
Yeah, we have no rolls on our children, but that's all right. But yeah, she was like big. She had blonde hair, and she was like just cheesing it up.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know. So I'm like excited to meet her. It's so weird when like they're in you for 10 months, whatever, and you can feel them moving around. Like, like mentally, I know that she's there, right? But like, you don't know her yet.
Yeah, you feel like I know this little person, but you anticipate what they'll actually be like. It's a very weird.
Yeah, it's like I haven't met them yet, It is very, like, a strange.
Well, and then once you lay eyes on them, you're like,
I've known you forever.
This is you.
Exactly. It is. It's like a weird, like, paradox, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, but, yeah, we'll see.
You're making me want more babies. I love having a newborn baby. I just can't believe Collins is almost 18 months old. So that's exactly a year and a half. And I just feel like she's not baby anymore. When you're 2, that's like...
She wore pigtails the other day, guys. She's a grown woman.
I know, right? She absolutely hates when I do her hair like that, but it's getting better. I've just been doing it every day, so she'll get more and more used to it.
Yeah.
But it's so cute.
It was so cute.
Well, because she had that skull surgery last year, so we had to shave her head. And so her hair would probably be very long if we didn't, because she had so much hair and it's grown back and she has so much hair now. So I always think that I'm like, I could probably do like ponytails and stuff, but
You never know though, because like a lot of people, like with boys and stuff, and I have noticed this with Grayson too, is like once I cut his hair, it becomes thicker, and like it could have just like her hair could have been super thin.
And not
and
have grown as
it
much.
wouldn't have, yeah, it would have just like broken off. So like cutting it all and then like starting fresh, like now she has like legit thick,
she
nice
has hair like an adult that is. Yeah,
like your
she
hair.
I remember like going back and forth and thinking, should I just, or not me, should the plastic surgeon like only shave where she would need, like where her scar would be, or should we shave her whole head? And this was like a really hard decision for me. And I remember at book club, y'all are the ones who convinced me. You're like, no, shave her whole head, it's gonna grow back like so much prettier. And they said in some culture in Asia, I think, like,
no, Italian, I know Italians hair, well, they wait till a year before they do anything, I think. But yeah, maybe it is an Asian thing, like they shave
their whole head.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm grateful we did it that way, because I can't even imagine how it would have grown in otherwise.
Well, it might have been a little
disproportionate.
Yeah, but it looks great. So, and her hair grew back so fast. You said 18 months?
Yeah.
We never cut Kennedy's hair, and she was bald till she was 2.
No baldy.
Yeah. So we just put a lot of hair bows on her.
Yeah. People still will think that she's a boy. And she has earrings, and she's wearing girl clothes. She's wearing like cheetah print.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he's so cute.
Yeah. I'll never forget, I was at Publix when Kennedy was little, and she was like maybe a year, and she had a blue hair bow. And this older woman came up to me and was like, how old is your son? And I was like, well, my daughter.
I know. I always try to like sneak it in there nicely.
Yeah. Normally I don't care, but I was like, she's wearing a bow on her head.
Yeah, since
like,
when do you see a boy wear a blue bow?
Yeah, it was like so silly to me that I was like, well, my daughter is however old. But
yikes.
Yeah, I was just like, just because it's blue.
Yeah, that's, I don't know.
I know. It's
I don't know
funny.
how to justify it.
People say the darndest things to you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Publix made me think about this. Did you see that Murfreesboro is getting a Trader Joe's?
Yes, I'm so excited, and I think it's like legit for real now.
Oh
like,
yeah, because like the official, the mayor.
Yes, I saw that video.
Yeah.
Yes, super exciting. I love Trader Joe's, and I'm very excited for that.
It's one less place that I have to drive like far to now. But I'm even more excited because we're getting a cava.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yes, and what's really funny...
We were just talking, me and you, about how we need better places to eat in Murfreesboro.
Yes, so, well, they listened. Because we're getting a PF...
They're 30-ish podcast listeners.
They are opening a PF Chang's, too.
Oh.
So where the Avenue is, they're opening a shopping center right across the street from it.
Is the PF Chang's going to be near Firebirds?
I think so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Have you been to Firebirds?
No.
It's
but
really good.
Heard, yeah, you're like the third person that's told me that I need to go. We don't have a gift card today.
Oh, man. Maybe I'll get you one.
I heard that it's going to be right across the street from the Avenue, and they're making it like a nicer shopping center.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like how they have the Tanger outlets. Like, they're going to be more like outlet stores. And then some restaurants mixed in there. Okay. So, I don't know. I guess it's not affiliated with the Avenue, but traffic is going to be so awful over there. It's already crazy. But maybe they'll widen the lanes or something. I have no idea. But what's crazy is when I saw Trader Joe's was coming to Murfreesboro, the literal first thought in my head was, if we get a cava, now I never have to leave Murfreesboro. And then it was like a week later, and they said we're getting a cava.
So Kara's a lifer now.
So now I don't know, but probably not in my Murfreesboro shirt. But I usually have to drive to like Franklin to go to those places. Yeah. Or when I take Collins to Vanderbilt, that's like our thing. It's when we get kava afterwards.
Yeah.
They're great.
I do remember you telling me that.
To die for.
I need to go to Tzatziki's. That's the new place we have, and I've heard that that's pretty good too.
We should go.
I would love to go there.
Tzatziki's is good.
Yeah, I've never had it, so And I love Greek food, so.
Yeah, tzatziki's is good.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a try. So did you do anything else though during your snow week?
Yes, so we went sledding, and my son is like a little daredevil to be 5. So we found this huge hill, or my dad found this huge hill, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like I drove a Prius. I did not think my Prius was gonna make it up this neighborhood. But I can't even like explain how big of a hill this was, how steep of a hill, and they had real sleds, and Nolan got a sled for Christmas, so he had a real one too. But I was terrified, and he was totally fine with it. I mean, I made him ride with either my dad or my sister every time he went down, and then I would try, and I had zero control over this sled. I mean, it's hard. Like they were like, lean this way, and it'll turn this way, and it was just so slick.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, it was so slick, and I'm not the most coordinated person anyway, so that was rough. And then I got pulled by a truck on a sled.
Oh my gosh.
I'll have to show you this video.
Sounds like Florida stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, tell me, you went to a party. Tell the story about getting up the hill at the party.
Oh, yeah. So one of my husband and I's best friends, he was in our wedding, and I've known him forever. Because I wouldn't have got out of my house for many people. I was really terrified of driving in this ice. But it was Jake's birthday, and his wife had a little birthday party for him at their house, which was it's a new house to them, so it was kind of like housewarming. So I didn't really know
what you were getting into.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting into. So I didn't realize their whole neighborhood is a hill, and you pull in and you're at the bottom of the hill, and there's a model home there because it's still a new neighborhood. And so we could not get up this hill. Like we could not get my husband's car up the hill. So we just parked at the very bottom of the hill at the model home and then walked up. But my friends afterwards were sledding in their kayaks. That's how icy the hill was that they could get down in a kayak.
I thought that was hilarious. I was like, that is some Florida shit right there.
Well,
riding a canoe.
They were taking their kayaks as like a ballet down to their car, and then somebody would bring the kayak back up, and they would just keep doing it over and over. And I was like, this is hysterical.
It just reminds me of like when I was in high school, and like we would have hurricane days, and so instead of a snow week, we would have like a hurricane week.
That's much scarier.
No, it's not. Hurricanes are like, if you live on the coast, it's like
that makes sense.
Maybe relocate if it's a big one. But for like the normal ones that you get, like a 3 and under, I would say, category 3 and under, it's mainly just like wind and rain. So like you prep, you buy all your alcohol, and you all just like hunker down. Like you don't need to be driving in it, but everyone knows that. I mean, it is Florida. Like I'm sure there's people driving around. But it was hilarious because first of all, any body of water in Florida, like you should just like assume that there's an alligator in there or an amoeba.
No, thanks.
But like kids, we would be off school for like days, and like people are without power, but like I don't know, Floridians just like don't care.
I was gonna say, you're making this sound so low key, and I'm like, this is not.
They really just don't care. So because people ask me all the time, because I'm terrified of tornadoes here, and I'm like, no, I would much rather be in a hurricane than a tornado, which I guess to some people sounds weird, but like
they both sound terrible to me.
Yeah, but a hurricane, I don't know. Anyway, so the point was that there would be like so much standing water that people would just be like going down the street on their paddle boards or like skimboarding. Like I've definitely done that, skimboard in like a freaking side of the road puddle, but it's like a giant one. And that's just what people did when we were off school instead of sledding.
Never in my life have I seen that. No.
Just come to Orlando.
And I already told you, I'm gonna go with you this whole summer.
Well, yeah, so that is during hurricane season technically.
Well, I don't know anymore. We'll see.
The thing with hurricanes too, though, is you have so much time in advance. That's like
that is
one
true.
of the things that is nice about a hurricane. Like if you're picking your own natural disaster, it's nice to have a little warning.
Better than a tornado for sure.
Yeah.
Well, what else did we do? We watched almost the entire Harry Potter series, the movies, which I was surprised that my son got so into, and it was like he was tracking with who the characters were and what was going on. So that was fun. That was good, like quality time. And they're long movies.
They are long.
So
And there's how many? Like
there's
seven?
but there's the 7th one has 2 parts, so technically there's 8. And we're on number 6.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love Harry Potter, so
Yeah.
I'm excited for. I think Kennedy is still a little like she would be scared, but I want to get the they have illustrated versions of the books, and I really want to get those for her when like she can like read right now, but not like that.
Yeah.
You know, so when she gets a little older, maybe when she's like 8 or 9, like I'll start getting her those and we can read them together. But I'm excited for that.
I know. I need to be better about doing like the read alouds at night. Like I'll read my son books, but I need to find one that we can like read each night, like a little chapter of.
Yeah.
So that
I want to do that too. I think that's a really good idea.
So.
Yeah. Did you make snow cream?
No, but I saw you did.
I did make snow cream. I was honestly surprised myself that I made it. It was very last minute, but there's not a lot of ingredients. It's like half and half, vanilla, snow.
Was it good?
It was good. I was surprised.
I let Nola make a snow cone with the snow, so we have an ice cone
that's smart.
machine.
Yeah.
So we did that and just put like the grape flavoring in it. But
that's smart. Yeah. I let them like stir it up and whatever, and it was good.
Oh, I bet they
It tasted like vanilla ice cream, like, and they put like their own little sprinkles or whatever on top.
Cute.
I put strawberries on mine and called it a day.
Oh yeah, that sounds.
It's fun. You know, it's like one of those things though where it's like, okay, here's a fun activity, and it takes like 5 minutes, and it's like, well, what do we do now?
Yeah, I know. It's like I run out of all the fun mom things to do.
Exactly. But then the last thing that I was, or the main thing that I was trying to do during this time, because Tyler did stay home from work, was I was like, I'm gonna clean my house and like nest, you know, like get ready for baby. Like I'm gonna get her room situated. Didn't do any of that.
There is nothing like pregnancy nesting. Something just comes over you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never like deep cleaned my house in the way that I have when I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of a crazy person when I'm pregnant. So I don't know. Hormones will get you, man.
I mean, they will get you. But I did try to clean my house, and I organized like a little bit. At least like her room and like stuff we got from the baby shower and like old clothes of Kennedy's and stuff, which I feel like we have like a good amount of clothes, but you know,
I still have a whole bag of baby clothes to get to.
Oh really?
But it'll be a while before she can fit them.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is like you don't know like what size they're gonna be.
Yeah.
When they come out.
Yeah, I know. I always try not to buy people like newborn size diapers because you don't know that they're gonna be tiny. But then Collins was so little that she was in preemie diapers there for a second.
Really?
Yeah. She wasn't preemie.
Right.
She was just little.
Oh, I found a newborn diaper like that was just left over, and I was just like, how are they that small?
I know, and it goes so fast.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come over here and still when you're okay with it. But
yes,
I just there's nothing like a brand new baby.
I know. Well, and it's like both of my previous kids have been
your previous kids. It sounds like you like got rid of them.
No, but like when they were born, they were 8-13 or 8-14 and 9-3, something like that.
Yeah, those are bigger babies.
Yeah, so like I see these like 6-pound babies, and I'm like, I've never even had one of those. Like they're so small, and like they stay small longer, you know.
My kids were little. Honestly, though, for as tall as you and Tyler are, I would think that you would have bigger babies, and for as little as Ryan and I are, sorry Ryan, I would think that I would have smaller babies.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what an average size baby is, but
I would say like 7 pounds.
I was gonna say Collins was 7 pounds.
Yeah.
And like 1 ounce, and Nolan was just right under 7 pounds. But a lot of people who are my size, I feel like, have smaller babies than that.
Yeah.
Like in the 5 pounds.
You just never know what you're gonna get.
No, that's totally true.
But yeah, so we've just been busy around here. We're just trying to get back into the swing of things.
Packing your hospital bag.
Yes, I am packing my hospital bag. I need to do like a video of what I'm packing this time around.
Yes.
I would say I'm probably very light on what I pack.
Hey, that's good, but you know now what you need and what you don't need, and there's so much stuff that the hospital has.
Yeah, that's the main thing, because like I was looking at some stuff and I'm like, they're gonna have all this, like I don't need any of this.
Really, it's just if you plan on nursing, like that's kind of what I brought more of, was if I felt like I needed more like recovery supplies or nursing things that I knew I would like to have. And then I just packed like pajamas and house shoes. I don't think I ever, in a little robe, I don't think I ever got out of it the whole time I was there.
Yeah. Do you take a shower at the hospital?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, but you bring flip-flops.
Well, yeah. I don't. Like, I just can't. Like, it weirds me out. Like,
oh no. Both times, as soon as I was done, I was like, as soon as they let you stand up and walk around, I'm like, get me in the shower.
Yeah, like, as soon as I get home, it's the first thing I do.
But we've had different experiences.
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
They've had to break my water both times.
They broke my water the first time.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm just thinking back now on how crazy labor was.
You're having, like, flashbacks.
I know.
Like, oh, no.
Well, it's just funny because I had a doula with Collins, and I loved that experience. But, there was a doula in there, Lauren, and then there was our birth photographer, Leah, and then our nurse, Ashley. I'll never forget, like, all these people. And then Ryan in there. And I, like, spent so much of the time in the bathroom. I don't know, like, I wasn't using the bathroom, but it just felt better to sit because I didn't have an epidural. So I was just laboring all day long.
Yeah.
And at one point, someone had their baby in the next door over, and I'm pretty sure they had a C-section or something, but they heard the baby start crying, and my doula thought that I just had the baby in the bathroom because it was like, it sounded like it was in our room. Like, the walls were so thin and it was right there. So I'll never forget that. It was so funny.
That is funny. They thought you had your baby and you were just still sitting on the toilet.
They were like, well, we don't have any pictures. Like, we didn't catch her.
How did we miss this?
Yeah, the whole thing.
That's funny.
I also remember being, like, slightly annoyed, happy for them, but I was like, I'm over here in all this pain, and y'all are just laughing. Like, all day long, they were just keeping each other company and laughing.
Yeah, I pretty much only had Tyler in the room. Well, with Grayson, I did only have Tyler in the room because it was COVID. But, like, even just eating, I'm like, get out of here.
Yes.
Like,
well,
I can't do anything fun.
I snuck, like, when, I don't think my nurse would have cared anyway. She was really chill. But I snuck snacks. Like, whenever they weren't looking, I still ate. I don't know.
Well, that actually reminds me. So, part of packing my bag this time, I don't know why I've never thought of this before, but I saw someone on Instagram. They packed a ton of snacks.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, duh. Like, that's what I want to bring.
I made, like, a mass Target pickup order the day before having Colin. So I was induced, so I knew I was going to have her that day. And I remember I dropped off Nolan at preschool, which was a hard decision. I was like, do I want to spend this last day with him as an only child? Which is like, I spent the whole last 10 months with him. You know what I mean? Like, cherishing it and knowing that it's coming to an end. But I ended up taking him to preschool, and I went and got, like, a pedicure and just did some last minute errands I wanted to do. But I remember putting in a large Target pickup order, and it was like a huge box of Uncrustables and, like, these different snacks and drinks and things I wanted, and we brought in, like, a whole cooler. It was embarrassing, but
well, that's what I'm doing this time. I'm bringing my snacks.
Yeah. No,
and I already told Tyler and my sister that I want $5 donuts because I'm gonna be in Nashville. So I want $5 donuts because they're my favorite, and I want the sushi from Assembly Food Hall.
Oh, see, I've never. Wait, is that where we went for book club the one time? No, that's the factory at Franklin.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I've ever been to Assembly Food Hall.
At 5th and Broadway?
Oh, is that what that's called?
Assembly Food Hall is the, like, food court, basically. But it's at 5th and Broadway.
Oh, okay. No, I've definitely been to 5th and Broad and love that area, but I don't think I've been there. I went to Pushing Daisies. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
is
yeah,
what it's called.
yeah.
Like the bar, and then we ate at another restaurant down in Tuba. I can't remember what it was called. When we went to go see Shania.
Oh, yeah, because it's across from Bridgetown.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's a great spot. If you're ever in Nashville, go to 5th and Broadway.
I know. We need to do like an outing.
Yes, that would be so fun.
Book club or something.
Might have to wait now, but
that's okay. Hey, it'll be worth it because then you can get margaritas.
That is so true.
Yep.
Did you know that my birthday is National Margarita Day?
No.
Yep.
No, I did not know that. February 22nd?
That is correct.
Look at me.
National Margarita Day. Hopefully I get to celebrate this year.
Yeah. Come on, Emery.
And on that note, we'll see you later. No, I'm just kidding. But we do want to thank you guys for listening today. I'm Danielle.
And I'm Kara.
And remember, we're all just walking each other home. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us every Tuesday for a new episode on Apple and Spotify. Leave us a 5-star review and follow us on Instagram at 30ish_podcast.
Bye.